So whenever we are discussing about the validity of an e-contract, we will go through these three acts: Indian Information Technology Act, Indian Contract Act 1872, Indian Evidence Act 1872. The Information Technology Act is the only act that is basically talks about the enforceability of a e-contract in India. The Information Technology Act, Section 10A, that was added in IT Amendment Act 2008. This section provides at the time of incorporation of an e-contract, the communication of a proposal, acceptance, revocation of a proposal and revocation of acceptance should be communicated in the electronic way, that is electronic record and electronic document. And on the ground of that, we cannot say that contract will be invalid and unenforceable. So the first act where the enforceability of an e-contract is expressly provided. Apart from the e-contract, we cannot avoid the Indian Contract Act. The provision related provided under the Indian Contract Act, the prerequisite condition of a contract. So at the time of making an e-contract, under the section 10A of the Information Technology Act, there is a requirement to fulfill the prerequisite condition of an Indian Contract Act. So what is the prerequisite condition of Indian Contract Act? First is consensus ad idem. Second is proposal, acceptance, lawful purpose, consideration, and the competency of the parties. So in all of these, the most important thing is the consensus ad idem. That means the meeting of mind of the parties. So at the time of making a contract, there should be a meeting of mind between the parties. And after the meeting of mind, there should be a proposal, acceptance, revocation of a proposal, communication of a proposal, consideration and lawful purpose. So at the time of making an e-contract, the Information Technology Act and Indian Contract Act both are participating. And after the Information Technology Act, we can say in e-contract and validity of an e-contract is applicable in India. That means the validity of an e-contract is enforceable and that is applicable like a normal contract, like a physical contract between the parties. So now the question is, if any dispute will be arises at the time of an e-contract and any breach will be happened, so how can we will get the remedies? For the remedies under the e-contract, the evidentiary value, we can say, the evidentiary value of an Indian e-contract is provided under the Indian Evidence Act 1872. Section 65A and Section 65B. Section 65A and Section 65B of Indian Evidence Act is basically providing the electronic record and the provision relating to the electronic document. Section 65A says the electronic document and electronic record, how it will be admissible. And Section 65B is talking about the procedure of the admissibility of a electronic record and electronic document. So when the question and any dispute and breach of an e-contract will be arises in India, we will directly use these sections, that is the Section 65A and 65B, to enforce that particular contract and demand the compensation. So we can say the Section 65A and 65B is providing the validity of an e-contract and evidentiary value of an e-contract in India. So ultimately we can say that these three acts in India is providing and talking about the validity of an e-contract in India. In the conclusion, we can say, apart from the Information Technology Act, the prerequisite condition of Indian Contract Act, that is the consensus ad idem, and the proposal, acceptance, revocation of a proposal, communication, consideration, lawful purpose and competency of the parties, is making a e-contract enforceable like a normal contract, like a physical contract. Okay? Thank you.